Hey everybody, it's Geki the Gamer here with the 12th part of our new Ratchet Clank LP. Here, my co-host Zenith. Say hi, Zenith.
Hey, how's it going? I'm here with Geki the Almost Gamer, who continues to fail at this game.
Almost Gamer? What is that? What does it even mean?
It means that you're almost a gamer, but you continue to fail at doing so.
No, you can't fail at being a gamer. If you play games, you're a gamer.
Yeah, but you're not good at it.
Shut up! Yes, I am. Like, watch me completely annihilate. I want to show you guys right now how much of a gamer I am. I'm going to completely annihilate this hoverboard segment.
Yeah, after you failed like 15 times.
No, fail? What? No, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I didn't fail. You guys see me fail? You're not going to see me fail. They're not going to see anything.
You're not going to see anything.
Yeah, you can only prove what you can see.
It's implied.
What's implied?
You're failing.
Ha! Yeah, you can imply failure. It can only happen.
You can imply many things.
Just because you imply it doesn't make it true. I'm just kind of acting like an idiot here. Here we go.
Welcome to the HoverCon Intergalactic Hoverboard Competition. Captain Quark's giving away a brand new Platinum Zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
I'd rather not. She's kind of very polygonal at this point.
Look at them! They move. They move.
That means Skid McMarks.
Every which way.
But she's wearing this weird like outfit, and that hat is like a rooster head thing.
About that.
They're spiky.
It's weird.
Yeah, and that wasn't actually a cut. The races actually do start off really retarded that way, where just you press the button and they happen. And also might have been a cut, but you will never know.
Trust me, he's failed many times at this.
Hey, why would they trust you? You aren't here recording. How would you know? You're not God.
Because you
You're
told
not God.
me.
I didn't tell you nothing.
Who's the one with Zenith in his name? I am. So we ha 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 ha.
Shut up.
Good job.
Yeah, it was a good job, because I'm about to win this.
That was sarcasm.
Your sarcasm sucks!
Well, you know what? Your hoverboarding sucks.
I like how these NPCs can just run right into the exploding boxes and not get hurt. At least I don't think they get hurt.
You know what I find funny in like games with races that, you know, if you can kill all of them, just like force them off the edge of a cliff or something, and then you can just win easily.
Yeah, that happens. You actually do get weapons later in a later race, I think, or at least something to help you.
You can do that in Jak 2, in one of the races. 2? Yeah, in the races, you can just force them off cliffs, and you can win pretty easily.
I for one remember that the weapons in Crash Team Racing were awesome.
I hate any racing game that
Crash Team Racing was awesome.
No, what? Crash Bandicoot is not a racing.
It was awesome. So what? That game doesn't make it an awesome racer.
Yeah. You're dead to me.
That game was awesome. You got to. They were racing bosses. Papu Papu, Pinstripe, Ripperoo. They were bosses in that game.
Yeah, they were bosses in the original, and you didn't race them. You didn't race them.
But the races were awesome.
No.
Well, folks, that's all the time.
Yeah, you're dead to me.
They had awesome weapons. Everything was Crash Bandicoot themed.
Dogfight over Death Canyon, starring yours truly. Thank you, and have a cool-tastic.
Whatever.
It was an awesome game.
I'm gonna slap you. Stop.
Internet slap, Skype slap. Is that a new feature they added in?
Yeah, Skype slap. It's when you stop talking about games I don't care about.
The game was awesome. I honestly don't get your point with your vendetta. You must have played a really, really bad racing game, and that just made you better.
Yeah, Jak X.
I haven't heard about that game. Was it bad?
It's the worst racing game I've ever played, and completely dishonors the Jak and Daxter franchise.
Anyway, I think we're done with this planet. We're gonna buy a new weapon. The Mine Glove. It's basically the bomb glove, but the bomb just like stays in place and starts floating.
Yeah.
So, I don't have much use out of it. I heard if you combine it with the noiser machine, it can work well, but no, combining two useless weapons, it doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah, I just use a bunch of other weapons.
Like every other weapon.
You know, they didn't really get too creative until the second game when it came to weapons.
The second game had awesome weapons.
Is that the first time they did like the thing where you can turn people into animals?
No, this game actually does that. In this game, you can turn people into chickens.
Okay.
And they do that in every game. In the second game, you can turn people into sheep.
Even the new one, All for One, there's this critter strike, and you can turn people into fire-breathing pigs.
I remember there's one you could turn people into penguins. And make them dance. No, penguins and outfits.
The best one was that you could turn people into ducks, and then if you upgraded it, the ducks would lay eggs that turned into bombs.
Bomb eggs.
Speaking of which, I am almost done with All for One, and it is not as good as the rest of the games in the series. It does not really feel like Ratchet & Clank to me.
Well,
it's more like
more of a 4-player game experience. And
it feels like Deadlock did. It's like different. It's still good, but it just doesn't have the classic feel. So that's why I'm holding out for the Ratchet & Clank collection.
I played All for One. Did you play it with people? Because it was better with people.
I don't really play that much. Like, I played a little bit with people, but the thing is, the online is hard. If you're at a random party, you know, people can cut in and out really easily. And, you know, when one person leaves your party, you have to start at the beginning of the stage again.
Yeah, I actually didn't have I guess I was playing the demo a lot, and I didn't have a problem with that because I found it really, really fun anyway. Like replaying something, it wasn't really that big a deal to me. But I can see where that's annoying.
Yeah, and it doesn't really. The story doesn't feel very well planned. It feels a little bit disjointed.
Oh yeah, because I didn't know that I didn't have my swing shot.
But yeah, the story feels a little bit disjointed in the fact that you don't really learn who the villain is until the last part, and all of it is told not through the characters like we've come through from the previous games, but it's told through this these hollow video things and these video diaries, and it's just like you know, they did a little bit in the first game, but for most of these games, we've met people and we've been told, you know, okay, this is the problem, we have to go solve it. And this, you know, it doesn't feel as well told a story, especially because you have four really big characters working together, and most of it seems centered around Ratchet, and even then it's not that much. Like, it's like, okay, you see a lot of scenes with Ratchet and that little girl, which doesn't really come into play that much in the grand scheme.
The whole entire game without actually playing as Ratchet.
Yeah, and Captain Quark and Nefarious only really have 3 scenes together, and that ending scene where like Nefarious might turn over a new leaf. But in all honesty, this game is just. It feels like a side game in the franchise.
I mean, side games aren't always bad. I guess
it's not bad. It's not up to the usual standards I have. Like, A Crack in Time was the best Ratchet & Clank game they've made in a long time. It was better than Tools of Destruction, and that was a really good game. It was just so much fun, and going from that to this feels like a step back.
I would say that if you've been playing it in single player for a long, and that's not really how the game was meant to be played. It was meant to be played with a big party, and that's why I had a lot of fun with playing it with people. So I don't know. I'm going to get the game myself because I haven't been planning on getting on my list. So
it just feels like they put emphasis on the gameplay, and a lot of emphasis on the gameplay. but not enough emphasis on the story. It's a very short game too. There's only, you know, a few. There's only like, it's only set on one world, right? But there's only like 8 or so different areas.
Would this be the first Ratchet & Clank game that's only set on one planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a nice variety, but overall I'd say it's very short. I mean, you can replay any stage at any time, but you're only going to want to do that for the Platinum Trophy.
You and your trophies. Oh my god, all these explosions. What was that?
So much explosions.
So much low-res explosions.
Wait till they turn into HD explosions.
They might be slightly adequate then.
I wonder if they're actually gonna like rework the game from the ground up, or
they never
just
do that.
Remaster. They actually did that in the Sly Collection.
They did? Are you sure?
Yeah, because they added new challenges and stuff. They added a lot of new things to the game, and especially because it was a different studio that was doing it. It wasn't Sucker Punch that did Sly Collection. It was like Sanzaru Games or something.
Oh my god, jump! Oh.
Fail.
Well, I'll see you guys next time on the Ratchet & Clank LP. Say bye, Zenith.
Later, guys.